today's video, guys, we shall be taking a look at the 2015 action-adventure movie Jurassic World, in which is the fourth installment in the Jurassic Park/World franchise. So without further ado, let's get into today's review. Let's get into it. So I thought then that this was quite a great reboot to the Jurassic franchise, and it's what the Jurassic franchise needed. As to be fair, a lot of us was probably a bit like, not sure how this is going to go, because it could have gone either way. It could have been really bad or it could have been really good. And I think it leaned more to the really good sides of things, because it not only did it reboot the franchise for the newer audience, but it really helped bring those dinosaurs even closer to life, as they've got the technology now than they ever did beforehand. As the 90s technology wasn't bad, it's just that now, when this was made in the mid-10s, 2015, they've got the technology to be able to, and even now, the technology is astronomically better than what it used to be. And to me, this was the perfect time to reboot the franchise with these better created dinosaurs and things like that. And also, this movie explores the possibilities of the actual Jurassic World working, as this first movie is basically about that Jurassic Park idea that they had, and they managed to evolve it not on the same sort of basis as the park, but made it more into a world, so you can pet certain dinosaurs, and certain dinosaurs you could just watch, sort of like a zoo. And yeah, they made it work. They made the dream come true and used it as an attraction. On this, I thought that the way that they used hybrid dinosaurs, where they were turning around and saying that basically that these people got greedy in this movie and decided to go, okay, people aren't coming to this world anymore full of dinosaurs and stuff, because they've seen them all before. They want to see the next big thing. They want to see the next big exciting dinosaur. So that's when they create hybrids. And I think when they start creating hybrids, you're immediately going, obviously they haven't learned from their previous mistakes with Jurassic Park, keeping these in captivity and keeping these under control. And it shows when they make this hybrid that they can't keep it under control. And I think that element of things just shows that times haven't really changed, because we're still looking to exploit anything we can get our hands on and just start. That's what this movie explores, really. Like, the humans, if dinosaurs were still around, would try to exploit that element of things rather than adoring it from afar. They want it brought to you in a world caged up like an animal. And I think this movie just explores the possibilities of a hybrid type of dinosaur wreaking havoc upon this island, this world, this island, as obviously humans haven't learned about messing with these dinosaurs and how dangerous these dinosaurs are, as they soon find out that this hybrid they've created is an absolute killing fucking machine. And not only does it rip people apart, but it is one of the strongest dinosaurs around, because it is a mix of a raptor and a T-Rex, in which they wouldn't specify what mix of dinosaur they were until they find out, oh, this is actually a raptor and a T-Rex. So I thought it was exciting how they brought in a new dinosaur. But I still think they're using that same basis, that humans are still quite stupid and want to just go, okay, let's just go out. And even though several years ago they had a park and it didn't work out, and ever since anybody went on the island, they were warned not to go on them, as there were real life dinosaurs there, and it failed. However, they continuously try to use these dinosaurs in some sort of attraction. It just showed this time that it was never going to work. It was never going to work. They managed to kick it off, and it worked to an extent. Although when they started experimenting using different chemicals and stuff and mixing them with different other dinosaurs, that's when it gets kind of stupid. And that's where this movie shows that they haven't really moved on from the Jurassic Parks. They're still in this world of money, 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 money. On the huge dinosaur, I felt that it was a huge threat and really helped elevate this movie to a different level, as it showed that a T-Rex back in the day was scary enough, and now you've got this big thing in this movie, and it's sort of like, whoa, a new big villain, and it's not a T-Rex, it's a hybrid of a T-Rex and a raptor, and it's exciting to see this new big villain unfold, because it's not one that we've ever seen. on Jurassic Park before and in the Jurassic Park World franchise, so I thought it was very creative. Moving on, I thought that the character Owen was really good, and I enjoyed the character Owen, played by Chris Pratt, as I think he brought something different to the table than what we'd previously seen on Jurassic Park or even in this movie. And I think he brought this element of actually being able to train these killer dinosaurs in the Raptors. And I think that was something that can be exploited in the future World movies. And I can tell you now that is true. They do exploit this new avenue that they've created. And I thought that was very creative by Universal, of pushing through that direction and trying to figure out if they can actually train these animals to some extent. And that's what they're showing here, that he can't really control who they decide to kill and who not. He basically just controls them to sort of respect him in a certain manner, as he's got this sort of military background and he's very, very brave. And I think his character, I think, really worked. And I think he really worked as maybe the new face of the Jurassic World franchise, because we saw in the Jurassic Park franchise that it was Sam Neill's character and Laura Dern's, which were really sort of the face of Jurassic Park. Although now I think that you can, and Jeff Goldblum's character as well, Malcolm, I think that now we can clearly see that their direction is clearly with Chris Pratt in there as the main sort of face of the Jurassic World franchise, alongside Claire, who is also a great addition to the Jurassic World / Park franchise, as I thought she offered something different, as we really don't really like her at first, because we can clearly see that she's exploiting the dinosaurs for the money sides of things rather than for the spectacular, these are great creatures and admiring them. She doesn't do that. She takes advantage of them, creates hybrids of them, simply just to make more money, and which shows that she didn't learn from past failures. And I think that was something where they're going to develop her character throughout, showing her change. I think she definitely changed from the start of the movie to right at the end of the movie, where we see that at the start she was money. She didn't really care about the dinosaurs as such. She just cared about the money she was creating off these dinosaurs and the amount of people she had in her park. Whereas at the end of the movie, we see that, oh shit, we shouldn't have really been messing around with this, because these dinosaurs are actually really dangerous and actually could cause harm to a lot of people. And it's really her fault why these hybrids were created as these big killers. And she basically just designed the scientists to go, create me a bigger and better dinosaur than what we've seen. And instead she created a bigger killer than what she already had with the T-Rex. I think that Claire and Owen have really good chemistry, and I think that is something that also can be exploited in the future movies, of the World movies as well, the second and third ones. As I feel that there's a bit of a relationship building there, and I think that is something that can be built on. And I think Owen might be able to show her why we need to not treat these mammals in captivity, and that they're quite destructive, and to be even thinking about caging these animals up and treating them with no respect at all was wrong, and that these creatures were obviously going to bite her on the ass if she kept on doing it, and that's what happened. And I think by the end of it, you're seeing the character development there between the two of going, okay, let's move on from here. And I think there's going to be something building in the future two movies, in which I can tell you now from watching them, there definitely is, so stay tuned for those reviews. Finally, I thought the actors and actresses were incredible, as we saw some new faces in the Jurassic Park franchise / World franchise. So I thought the likes of Chris Pratt, Bryce Dallas Howard were good, the likes of Nick Robinson, Jake Johnson, Omar and BD Wong were all in this incredible movie. To summarise this Jurassic Park reboot then, I thought this was awesome, and I think it really introduced the characters, some new characters to the franchise, and hopefully now they can go and run with it. Hence why I rate this movie a 8 out of 10 and a classic film. So let me know down in the comments down below, please, what your thoughts are. Is it good? Is it bad? Is it terrible? Is it amazing? Let me know down in the comments down below, please. Also, if you haven't already, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell to be alerted to all new content that this channel creates. And I shall see you guys in the next one. Later.